happening in Auburn athletics. With your hosts, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham. Alongside Randy Lee, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn takes care of LSU last night in a pretty thrilling game. Great crowd out there at Hoover. Auburn wins that one 3-1. Yet another time when the pitching staff shows up. I mean, Jake Marciano has been really dependable all year long. He should probably have a much better record than 5-5. He's had some pretty tough losses, some really close games, some one-run losses, things like that. But he keeps LSU in check. Probably the most desperate team at Hoover in this tournament because – they were good enough. I mean, it's LSU, it's the brand, that they knew that the only way they were going to make the NCAA tournament was to win the SEC tournament. And so they were, I mean, with that knowledge, you know, they could go all out, and they do have some talent, and, you know, they're probably better than a 9-21 record, but you are who your record says you are. So, but Jackson Sanders comes in, does what he's done all year long, and was terrific to kind of close this thing out. But Auburn now facing Texas A&M, a rematch from earlier this year.
Well, and you'll run down some of these scores from a little bit earlier in the year just to kind of give you an idea of where Auburn stood with them earlier. But let's go to Jackson Sanders here. The 3 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, did walk 2 but struck out 2, has looked like that for a majority of the season this year, and just a big old lefty, you know, that played his high school ball 15 miles up the road from Auburn. Closed the deal on him. Many wanted him, but we get him. And I said that on the podcast yesterday. There's some pitchers where you go, man, I am certainly glad that we did not let that kid get out of state. And for far too long, when we were dealing with the scholarship limitations, we let too many of those kids that were that close to Auburn get out of the state of Alabama. But that's one big, huge positive with the NIL and what we got going on now. At least it's closed the gap with the bordering states. Wouldn't you say that? And he's a prime example of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 3-quarter kind of, you know, great slider. It's amazing how many sophomores are on this Auburn team.
Well, great
and how
pitchers.
many really good sophomores there are. So they're going to be around next year, and hopefully, if we can retain them. And I don't have any, you know, idea that we won't. But you also talk about a guy like L.J. Cormier, son of Alabama star that went on to pitch in the major leagues, Lance Cormier. Why does he end up at Auburn, not Alabama? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it has a lot to do with Butch Thompson. What am I? Good grief, Butch Thompson. So he's been known.
I agree.
Be a great pitching coach, and he's, you know, guys come to him for a reason.
And it's proven to be the right decision to make if you're a pitcher. You know, I think I saw a stat.
There's too many Butches. Butch Jones, Butch Davis, Butch.
You got some friends Butches too. So I think I saw a stat though that Auburn had held teams under 3 runs 31 different times this year. You do that, Andy, you're gonna win a lot of baseball games. And it was not a great night swinging the bats for Auburn, but they found the 3 runs that they needed. And if you keep putting pitchers up there and your bullpen, you know, in today's game, you're not going to get much more than 5 or 6 solid innings. If you're lucky enough to get through 6, you've done your job as a starter. So it puts a lot of pressure on the bullpen to come in and pitch well, especially in tournament play like this, and not having to go to another pitcher.
Yeah.
For us to just have that one single relief pitcher go the last 3 innings and do what he did, that's going to help us as this tournament moves on.
There's no question about it. That is such an enormous pet to have.
Yep.
To be able to bring in a guy and to save the bullpen. And Auburn, the way I guess this is the first year they've done it this way, where it's single elimination all the way through, and everybody makes the tournament. Nobody gets left out. So the way that it's set up, Auburn gets a day off. They had a bye in the first round. They play this one, and then now they get another day off, and they play Texas A&M on Friday. So they should be very well rested. I would guess, and I don't, I would assume, which is a little dangerous at times, that Alvarez will be the starter. And he pitched that first game, which, if you'll remember, we got rained out at Texas A&M, and we had to play a doubleheader. He pitched that first game, and, the bats exploded. Auburn had 18 runs. We run-ruled them in 7 innings. So he pitched the entire game, the 7-inning game. Did give up, 5 or 4 earned runs, but, when you're up 18 to – or, when you're up whatever, double digits, you're just throwing strikes.
That's right.
Did
strike out 11 in the game, though.
Yes, and so he had some really, really good stuff that day. He's kind of coming off an outing that was not his best, so I'm sure he's itching to get out there. But I wonder who Texas A&M will throw. Weston Moss threw the last game, the one game that Texas A&M won, and he was certainly the most effective, only giving up 1 hit and 1 earned run in 6 1/3. So, do you throw the guy that Auburn's has already seen, even though he had a great day, or do you throw a guy that, is normally in the rotation, even though you've had a significant amount of time off? It'll be interesting to see what kind of decision they make.
Well, I always lean to going with somebody that has had success against another team because the matchups clearly worked for you before, and
right.
What's to say that they're not again. But for Auburn, from Auburn's standpoint, from mine and your standpoint here, I think it would be nice to see somebody that you've got a book on. You got a chart already on how he attacked certain hitters for Auburn, and you already know that, and that should help us the second go-around. But, I like the direction that Butch Thompson, at least with the verbiage he's using going into this tournament. Let's go to win it.
Yeah.
Let's not just go and show up. And I like, because it's just so incredibly difficult to win a national championship. And, I think with that being said, the more banners that you can hang and the more that you can say that you accomplished, the better. And I do think that this team, with the pitching staff that they have, is really good enough to go and win an SEC tournament like this. And we haven't won one since '98.
I was
going to say,
long time. Last time Auburn won an SEC tournament, 1998. So we're going on close to 30 years. Yeah. It's been a while. So they got a great opportunity to do it. Again, I think the true strength of this Auburn team is the depth that they have throughout the lineup and throughout the pitching staff. They got tremendous bullpen. They got, a good idea of who they want to go to and when they want to go to them, and who they can trust in certain situations. So there again, Auburn, you got another sophomore last night. Auburn goes down 1-0, and you think, okay, well, this, again, a very desperate LSU team that can, if you give them half a chance, they can put up a lot of runs. Chase Fralick comes back in the next inning, boom, hits one out, and you think, okay, we're right back to square. And Eric Guevara ends up hitting another one too. And then that was just kind of a weird play that gave Auburn the third run, which ended up being an error by the LSU shortstop. But nonetheless, it was a good win all the way around. To go ahead and put LSU out, I think that made me feel even a little bit better about it. Just to send LSU home for good, not have to worry about them. So All right. Let's see. Mississippi State and Georgia should be playing about right now. I think there was some rain maybe supposed to be coming in tonight, so they bumped up that start on that one. But Georgia and Mississippi State, good luck with Georgia. Good grief. They are tough, man.
Well, just power numbers are off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, Auburn's now around the 70 mark on home runs. And look, I'm just rounding up here, but I think Georgia's at 140. It is, and
that's probably about right.
You look at the 70 number, and that's a really solid number for Auburn. It's not an eye-popping number, but it's probably a good number in comparison to other years for Auburn in power. But, Georgia's doubling you up and doing it the way that they're doing it. Andy, there's a reason that you lose these ball games. And, look, Auburn last night's a perfect example of that. They didn't string together a lot of hits.
Yeah.
They got 2 solo home runs and outstanding pitching, and it was enough to get them through. But, barring those 2 power number runs, you're in a tough situation even there, holding somebody down to 1. So that's the difficulty we're going against Georgia right now. And you saw it in this recent matchup we had with them.
Yeah. But, again, a 2-run loss and a 1-run loss.
No, we're in it.
Right there. Was just they were a little bit better. Alabama and Florida will play at 3:30, I think, or depending on the weather. But that'll be the only 2 games today, and then of course tomorrow you'll have Arkansas and Texas at 3, and then Auburn at 6:30 with Texas A&M. See if Auburn can move on and into that semifinal matchup. Could that be against Arkansas or Texas? Auburn's already taken 2 of 3 from Arkansas. They played Texas way back at the beginning of the year and played them pretty tough. So I like the matchup either way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet.
Truck Month is now at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We've got fresh new Silverado 1500s and 2500 HDs arriving daily. Plus, you'll get 0% financing on Silverado 1500s right now. Drive Chevy Equinox models from 3.9 financing. But wait, that's not all.
Enjoy no payments for 90 days.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for all your personal injury needs. Certainly hope that you can avoid that kind of thing, but if by chance you have some sort of injury due to an accident, Glenda Mitchell and her law firm are the call that you need to make. They can help you out with all your needs, and they are always looking out for your best interest. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential, 334-531-0199. And Sensa Green, heating, cooling, and insulation. For air that's cool and clean, call on Sensa Green. They are the carrier dealer in this area. Ed says, read an article about Georgia's baseball NIL game plan on how they will go all in on NIL money every 3 to 4 years, hoping to win national championships those years, having to spend in the high $40 million on football. There was no other way to make it work.
I mean, it goes back to the talk we have over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Where are you going to spend your money? And when you start throwing these crazy numbers in there and trying to keep up with the Jones, then you're going to miss out on things like that based off of what your spending is with football. And
if you made it to the World Series every 3 to 4 years, you'd be satisfied?
Yes.
Yes.
Be thrilled beyond belief.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the point, though, with Brett and I had this talk this morning. It's the reason it's hot in my mind. Auburn missed out on a couple of guys for basketball. I've said it over and over till I'm blue in the face. You're about to give me a look like, Randy, I've heard you say the same thing over, but it's the truth. Auburn missed out on a couple of pieces in basketball last year that would have made a massive difference with that squad for $5 million.
Okay.
2.5 apiece, I don't know, 3 for one, 2 for another. Whatever it was, you add 2 pieces to that squad, that team's in the mix, in my opinion.
Okay.
You didn't spend it. Why'd you not spend it? I'm going to hold over all this money to go spend it on football that I'm not getting a good return on. I'm not saying don't spend it on there, but I'm leaning in on the 2 sports that I'm having some success with, too. I'm not losing money y'all can call me and yell and throw at me, and Brett's riding down the road right now, and he's about to pull off on the side of the road and call in and yell at me. But if I know that I can spend a reasonable amount of money in basketball and baseball to get myself to a certain level, or else I'm going to go from a $30 million to a $40 million budget in football, what are you doing, Andy? I mean, am I thinking about this wrong?
No, but so here's an interesting, okay, if that's the case, and you can say, okay, we're gonna every 3 to 4 years we'll put in whatever $10 million, for a baseball roster, okay. Well,
no, I'm not saying every 4 years.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, if Georgia's doing it, but Auburn is building this thing. We don't have a team full of hired guns.
I know.
We have a team full of freshmen that now Marciano's a hired gun, and I think Petrovic's a hired gun. I think both. I'm not sure. I think we got those from other places, but I mean the lineup is just guys we recruited out of high school.
But they were highly sought after recruits out of high school.
They were.
I
wonder how much it costs.
I don't know what that number is.
That's why I don't know. But how much are we? We're not spending $40 million on football.
No, I know.
Not right now.
No, I know we're not. But if we were, I'd rather pull budget from there to go to basketball and baseball right now. And I know that I'm the odd man out on that, but I just don't see that type of spending is increasing the wins for everybody, and look, you got to have a reasonable amount of money spent, but it doesn't mean you're going to have success being the highest bidder on everyone. We clearly proved that with a recruiting class that we got a couple of years ago that almost none are left. Yeah. I have no idea what Auburn spent on that wide receiver room, some of the quarterbacks that we've had the last couple of years, how much money we've spent with very, very little to show for it.
Can I agree with you up to this point?
Yes.
To say this. I think I agree with you 100%, and I'll put it this way. I think this football team needs to earn the right for us to put that kind of money into it.
Agree.
They need to show us. And, okay, and you say, well, you can't win big without the money.
I don't know.
I don't think that's true. Now, you can show me that you're competent, which is we've had incompetence.
Agree.
For how many years now?
The last two regimes.
The last two regimes, at least. We've had incompetence, complete and total. And, so just show me that you're competent, Alex Golish and crew. Show me that you can put a product out there. And, we're not – If the numbers are accurate, this roster is about 25 mil. Look, maybe 26, somewhere in between 25 and 30.
All right, well, you going to let me piggyback off of your comments back to the ones I made originally?
Yes.
Did you have confidence in Bruce Pearl?
Yeah, utter.
Do you have confidence in Butch
Blind
Thompson?
faith in
Butch
Bruce.
Thompson?
Yes.
Okay, well then, that's my point.
I agree.
My point is I know the product I'm getting. I know the quality of the program. I know the culture within the program. I got all of those things down, man. I am not losing.
So where is Auburn? And we'll take a break. Where is Auburn basketball and baseball in the SEC as far as you're concerned? Putting money into it.
What would I guess?
Yeah.
Bottom half.
Okay.
Maybe
bottom half.
Maybe half, but my guess is slightly into the bottom.
10.
Somewhere in there.
8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Unless you think Bruce Pearl's a liar.
No, I don't.
He pretty much told you that.
Yeah.
And is there any part of you in your Auburn orange and blue blood that thinks that we're spending more money than the top half in baseball?
No.
I don't believe it either. Now, and this is another thing that we can carry over into the next. Now, those aren't the problem. Problems in women's sports. They're pitiful. They really are. And if it's reality what you've said on this show, that they're giving almost none to softball and basketball, then they have no complaint to be made. Get what you deserve.
All right, we got to take another break. Love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you by only about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. They got daily lunch specials. They got tremendous food. They got a wide variety of wine, probably the best selection in the Auburn area. So the food is wonderful. The people are great. go and check out Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. You'll be glad that you did. That is on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. All right, did you come up with any answers during the break? Or are you pretty? Have you said your piece?
I said my piece.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep saying that piece.
I think you make a valid point. Now we're just focusing in on Auburn, right? Yeah. So,
but it brought.
What does Auburn have to do?
It brought Auburn up though in the thought process with that Georgia talk that you said. Yes, you can once every 3 or 4 years just throwing crazy budget at it and say, well, we're going to go for it, and then the other 2 or 3 years just piecemeal it together. We've seen MLB teams do that before. I think back to the Florida Marlins when they won the World Series and they were in the mix for 2 or 3 straight years, and then they weren't making money. They still weren't necessarily attracting the audience that they wanted or the fans to the stadium that they needed to keep that thing going, so it kind of went down shortly thereafter. But, my opinion is you keep yourself in the top, well into the top half of the sports that you've got coaches that you've got supreme confidence in are going to put year in and year out a quality product on the field. Does it mean they win championships? Maybe not. But does it mean that Bruce Pearl is going to give you a chance to make a Final Four? Absolutely. And does it mean that Butch Thompson would give you a chance to go to the College World Series every few years? And what's that number? I don't know. I'm not in that business.
You think we got what we wanted in basketball this year?
No, because we did not go and get the 2 pieces we needed.
I'm talking about this year, for this coming season.
I think we won a lot more battles than we won the previous year, yes. Okay. I'm talking about the coaching staff won more battles.
Okay.
I do. I think that we've got enough pieces, enough bigs. We knew we needed to get a little longer on the perimeter, but add shooters rather than I call them just defensive stoppers / athletes / but Jovic and Sway, they were never going to step outside of that 3-point arc and shoot 40%.
No.
So the 3 or 4 that we added's a piece that a lot of people wanted. Like, you can't convince me that a lot of people didn't want Thomas Dowd. I don't know what he got, but I bet he got a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
Same as last year with UAB. You can't convince me that not everybody in the SEC wouldn't have liked to added that piece that Michigan ended up getting. So how do you get that? Well, you got to be able to have enough money over there to sway them in your favor rather than going to somebody else that you're competing against. And so do you think? I feel like we had a little more money to play with this year.
It seemed that way. We seemed to, when the name would be put out there that, it was quickly, okay, he is signed with Auburn. So now, I don't know if these guys will be.
Nobody
they're not
does.
coming from major schools,
no.
But they seem to be major pieces. So I'm fine with it. I trust
Do
Stephen
you feel
right now.
you feel more confident with this squad? First off, you have multiple pieces coming back, not just one. Mm-hmm. Stephen's first year we had one.
Yeah.
And he was going to be a true sophomore. So it wasn't like he was an elder statesman that had been around a while. So I think the pieces we've added are older too.
Yeah.
Good older pieces that have shown, I keep going back to Dow because I know of him in high school. But he didn't just show up at Troy last year and average 14 and 8. He's been there 3 years, and he's been playing really well the entire time he's been there. So you've got a little bit, kind of like Keyshawn Hall last year. He wasn't necessarily an SEC commodity, but you can go and you can look and say, man, that guy can play at that level, and we've seen him do that. So I think we landed a couple of more of him than we had the money to do last year. That's my opinion.
Okay. Again, I go back to, I don't know what we're putting into baseball. I don't know where we fall in the SEC right now. But Butch has always seemed to get more out of less. So this roster, for whatever reason, it seems like, they hit on everybody. That seems to rarely ever happen. And, for anybody. But for whatever reason, it's just like, Petrovic, Marciano, Alvarez, Sanders, Cormier, Ryan Hetzler, they all are just, as advertised, if not better. Fralick's really good. Guevara's been really good. Rembert's really good. I mean, Bingaman is a true freshman. So, do we think he was going to be that good? I don't know. I don't really think so, but because I think we had brought in Gregorio to play first, and he just hadn't had a chance to play. But that being said, I think we've recruited extremely well. We're probably getting more for our money than anybody else, at least right now, I would say, on baseball. So, what does that mean for football next year?
Nothing.
I don't know. We'll put whatever we put into it. Will we get what we want out of it? That is the question. All right, we got to take a break. What if we went to a 24? What if there was a 2014 playoff dating all the way back to 2000? How many times would your Auburn Tigers have actually played? How would they have done? Would you feel differently about them making the playoff during all those times? Interesting conversation. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Don't get stuck in the heat. Right now, get your AC tune-up for as low as $49. And if your system's older, now's the time to upgrade. Choose your system, and we'll level you up at no extra cost. Hurry! Limited systems available. Call Dixie, and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you for just a couple of segments left in today's show. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Talking about this earlier, of course, I mentioned this, teased this in the previous segment, a 2014 playoff. So the Big Ten having their spring meetings this week in Southern California. They are really pushing this 2014 playoff. Apparently, the ACC and the Big 12 have also given their support. The SEC will be having their spring meetings these following Memorial Day, so that week, next week, in Destin, Florida. From all indications, the SEC wants a 16-team playoff. And JJ and I have kind of discussed this, and JJ thinks it has a lot to do with the Big Ten. One of the reasons they're pushing this is because they are on Fox, and if the playoff moves from 12 to or gets above 16, ESPN's got to renegotiate. And they have to, so Fox will have to get a part of the playoff. So there's probably some of that as well.
Oh, I bet there is, yeah.
That's a huge part of it. So, but anyway, thinking back, so how would college football, what would a 24-team playoff, how would that even have manifested back in the day? So look, going all the way back to the year 2000. Auburn, number 18, would have been at number 15 Clemson, with the winner going to play at number 2 Florida State. Rudy Johnson, that Auburn team, coming off a, 6-0. What was that at Iron Bowl? That was like 5 degrees. It was very cold. It was like sleeting.
9-3.
Was it 9-0 maybe?
Something, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember now, but it seemed like we did shut them out. But anyway, that was a pretty good Auburn team. We didn't fare too well against Florida in the SEC title game, but I'd have taken my chances with Clemson back then. Well, I guess would that have been Tommy Bowden?
Yes.
Yeah, probably so. 2002, very good Auburn team. Got much better as the year went on. I mean, we gave the game away at Florida with Damon Duval just duck hooking, missing a field goal. He was a head case. But nonetheless, very good, beat Alabama if we could have gotten everybody healthy because, Carnell was hurt, Ronnie was hurt. That famously Trey Smith plays in the Iron Bowl and runs for 100 yards. Auburn wins that game. But number 17 Notre Dame at number 16 Auburn with the winner going and playing at number 1 Miami. That was a really good Miami. Lost the national championship to
Ohio State. Correct. Yeah. Oh, I mean, either of those games, when you get that deep, though, I mean, that's the point is the opening rounds, if you're where Auburn's been more times than not, is going to be a winnable game. The question is you're going to have to go on the road to one of the top few teams in the country if you're down there. But I like it.
Well, think about this. Tommy Tuberville, head coach at Auburn, in the playoffs in 2000, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2010. Is he still the coach at Auburn today? I mean, he certainly wouldn't have been run out of town.
No, I agree with that, but I think Nick Saban ran him out of town.
Yeah, but I mean, 2000
from a recruiting standpoint.
2008. I mean, after 6 trips to the playoffs, all of a sudden going to get fired.
Well, but I mean, we weren't necessarily looking in that direction. I don't know that he didn't get fired.
It was
just kind of. Yeah, it was just.
Well, even is Nick Saban even at Alabama? They wouldn't have probably been so desperate at that point, because you never know how things go, but it would have been. It was a unique situation, And
I think it does change the thought process, because you don't necessarily know how you perform once that playoff starts either. And you get the right matchups in any playoff system, then you can go deep in it.
Yeah.
And not be one of the best teams, but the matchups just go in your favor. I mean, we see it in no matter what sport you're in, the playoff run. So I think your point's valid.
Yeah. 2004, number 19, Arizona State at number 14, Miami. Winner at number 3, Auburn. Hey, we would have had a chance to answer that age-old question. Oklahoma, USC, because I guarantee you we'd have beat Arizona or Miami, whoever won that game, with that 04 team. We would have had a rematch with Georgia Tech in 2005. Lost the opener. Calvin Jackson. Not Calvin. Is it Calvin?
Calvin Johnson.
Johnson. He was just a freak out there. Caught several passes, couple touchdowns. I think Brandon Cox threw four picks in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But it's tough opening start for him. But by the end of the year in 2005, we kind of rounded into shape. We were a pretty good team. 2006, finished the season 11-2. Boston College at number 9 Auburn with the winner at Boise State, number 8 Boise State. I'd have loved to seen that. 2006, that would have been great.
Any of these, the thing that this will have happen is you're going to end up at road games in places that you'll never go. And it's just going to match up that way. So I think that now that you bring that up, would make a lot of these second-round games a lot of fun, knowing that you're going to go to some different spots.
No doubt. 2013, Auburn would have been the number 2 seed, of course. 2014, number 19 Auburn at number 14 UCLA, with the winner going to number 3 Florida State. Who knows in that 14? That Auburn team with Nick Marshall, we get hot late. Who knows? Would have gone in 16, 17, of course, and 19 as well. But wouldn't have sniffed it since. But
you got to have a better than a losing season to actually get into even the top 24.
Yeah. 12 times Auburn would have been in a 2014 playoff since 2000. Interesting. How it would have changed or, altered things. I don't know. All right, we got one final segment coming up right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe,
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this cloudy Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. There is a Lake Martin Auburn Club meeting scheduled here in the near future. I think tickets are going on sale, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw thought I had one, but I don't know if what I did, which text chain it was on. But
you have a lot of them going out now, Andy.
I do.
There's some big news out there. You and I talking during the break on all of the HSA stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have any direct answers on how all that's about to play out, but, buddy, everybody's interested in it. And the Pell City News coming down on Jake Gainish yesterday, and then earlier in the week, the Mary G. Montgomery coach, Zach Golson, getting also suspended for a year, and several of the players that are part of that program in question on whether they're going to be allowed to play. I have no, again, direct knowledge of where all of this will be going, but it's definitely something that has been yearning in the background for quite some time. And do I know the exact rulings on how all of this should or will play out? I don't. I can't help anybody, but my phone's going off. Now I did nothing. I just had 2 texts during that break from random people about it. And look, I don't have any way of knowing how you fix it. I'm just glad I'm not in the leadership role to have to try to fix it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's like the transfer portal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about in college athletics. What do you do? The only thing you can possibly do, I'll say, the one thing that I've heard from college athletics that I like, Andy, is you get to 1. After the 1, you got to sit. And that will clean it up to a certain extent.
Yeah.
and make you really think about that one transfer that you've got access to. You think that's going to happen in college sports?
I hope. I
do
pray.
too. I agree.
But no, not anytime soon.
Because of legalities?
Because sorriness. People, I mean, just that no leadership.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll be wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
So that's. By the way, Lake Martin, Auburn, this ambush thing, July the 1st, Lake Martin Auburn Club. So your speaker's going to be
no goalish this year.
No goalish, but John Cohen, Stephen Pearl, Larry Vickers, their Auburn women's basketball coach. I'm sure you can have some questions for him. Butch Thompson will be there as well, and Jarris McIntyre, our old pal Jarris McIntyre, now the director of high school and alumni relations. So
great personality.
Oh yeah,
had him on the show with us.
This at Willow Point. So tickets now on sale if you want to. If you're live in this area, or you want to.
Don't throw me under the bus for Larry Vickers, Andy. I'm not blaming it on him. I'm blaming it on. I'm sure at some point in time I'll blame it on him. But
after 1 year,
I'm not blaming it on him. I mean, you're just now a brief part of the issue that we've had for quite some time with that. And buddy, we can't get it right.
I honestly thought we had gotten it right with the previous hire, but it just didn't work out. But because she came from didn't she come from like Texas A&M where she had been an assistant on that program for a long time or something? I forget, but I was thinking it was going to be pretty good, but after her first year, but it was not. Okay, closing things out here on this day. It is May the 21st. 1970, Mel Stoudemire tied a Major League Baseball record, walking 11 and yet still winning 2-0. Pitched a shutout, walking 11 batters over the Washington Senators. That is not easy to do. That is the definition of scattering 11 walks.
And getting key outs.
Yeah.
Because that has got to be a base full of base runners. I mean, constantly.
Traffic all day long on the bases. Happy birthday today, Raymond Burr, also known as Perry Mason. And some people probably may not know, he was actually a star in the original Godzilla movie.
Yeah. You and Luke would know that.
Ara Parsegan, born on this day, 1923, died in 2017.
One of the best college coaches ever.
I think credited with 2 national championships, at least with Notre Dame.
Yep.
May have, they probably claim more than that. But Jerry Faust, oddly enough, another Notre Dame coach, born on this day, 1935, died in 2024. Oh, Jerry Faust was I believe he was he was a high school coach and came right from high school to coach Notre Dame.
And took over for Parsegan.
And
that was not easy to do.
And you remember the death knell that got him fired?
He got beat like 100-0 by Miami.
Now, it was a really, really good Miami team, but yeah, I think it was 86, wasn't it? I think it was it was either 86 or 85, but it may have been the year that they won the year they won the national title. But that was ugly. Johnny Majors, former Tennessee great. Johnny come March. Bobby Cox. So a lot of coaches born on this day. Bobby just passed away here as of late. Richard Hatch, if you ever used to watch Battlestar Galactica. Or Battle of the Network Stars, maybe.
I've watched it. I've got a good friend of mine that tended on a No Talk Sunday, want to watch Battlestar Galactica. And that friend was not Justin Clayton, Andy Graham, or Luke Robinson, but I bet all 3 of them have watched
Now, this is the original of the 1980s.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. T, born on this day, 1952. Judge Reinhold, if you're, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, or the Close Talker on Seinfeld. Nick Cassavetes, director. Kent Urbach, I still remember him picking up Ryan Gann off first base. Minnesota Twins in the World Series in 91. That's the weirdest play ever. Notorious B.I.G., Ricky Williams, Josh Hamilton, and Josh Allen. all born on this day. He is Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.